Hey guys, today I'm going to be installing the EVC throttle controller into my Toyota 4Runner. When I was looking at these throttle controllers, there were two of the big players in the market, which are the Pedal Commander and the Sprint Booster. Those guys are really well known, a very reputable company. However, they are substantially more expensive than the EVC throttle controller. I will say that there were a lot of generic brands on Amazon. You know, you have your 9 drive, your iDrive, and they all look very similar to the EVC. But I was kind of hesitant to purchase one of those units because they didn't have a reputable company kind of backing them. And so EVC, they are a fairly new company, but from the reviews and kind of from the video and the customer support that I've gotten from them, they seem like a very cool company to work with. So today we're going to be doing an unboxing, an install, and kind of a first impressions of the EVC throttle controller. All right, so within the box, I will say it's really nice packaging. Shipping was really fast. It was about 2 days. So this is the unit, the EVC throttle controller unit. And you're going to have the harness that goes to your pedal. You have a couple zip ties, stickers, because what would be a cool company without stickers, wipes for the dash, and a quick start guide. There is already 3M adhesive tape put onto the back of the unit, so you don't have to get that. All right guys, so the install for this is actually very, very easy. All you will need to do is take this guy off, take that plug off, then we will install this guy, and then we will also piggyback the original one into this harness. Once you have done that, we will plug in this guy, the smaller cord, into the controller, and then we should be all good to go. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and take off that original plug. Okay guys, so I've installed the throttle controller. I've routed this wire up through here. Now all that's left is we're just going to connect the module to this part, and you just simply click that like this. Now before I mount this anywhere, I'm just going to take it for a quick drive just to see if everything's working correctly. Okay guys, so we are going to be testing out the EVC throttle controller. Right now we're starting off at E5. So E5 is kind of like their eco mode. You'll notice that a lot of these throttle controllers, they're more or less the same, right? They just send an increased signal to your throttle, letting you know, if you're lightly tapping it, it's gonna open the throttle a little bit more. Eco mode is gonna reduce that a little bit. Theoretically saving gas, that's kind of why they call it eco mode. I don't really know if that equates to gas savings or not. I don't know, I'm not a engineer or scientist, but that's kind of what the eco mode is, right? What they call it. Right now, eco mode, the pedal feels kind of a little bit more stiff. Feels like I have to give it a little bit more just to, kind of get the revs up a little bit. Doesn't feel too different, very much the same. Between the Sprint Booster and the Pedal Commander, a lot of these guys, they all do the same thing. The only thing that's gonna be different is how they're mapping their throttle control, right? So depending on which company you get, their mapping may be a little bit different. And for the EVC, their fast mode or race mode or sport mode, whatever the other companies call it, they call it ultimate mode, right? So it goes
E for eco, U for ultimate, and then A for automatic. Automatic is kind of one of their selling points. It's supposed to, you know, learn how you drive and give you kind of like what they think is a good balance for you. So if you ever were to set it to auto, then the EVC would be controlling what it thinks the throttle control or the throttle mapping should be. You know, right now on Eco 5, it feels okay. It feels okay. It doesn't feel, you know, different. It does feel a little bit, I just have to give it a little bit more oomph to get it to go. Okay guys, so we've come to a stop now. I switched it to Ultimate 5. So we're gonna see if this makes a difference, all right? So Ultimate 5, it's not the highest, it's kind of right in between. So let's see if this is the sweet spot. I hear from reading the reviews that, you know, Ultimate 5 or Ultimate 7, right in between there is kind of the most usable range. Obviously you probably don't want to be on Ultimate 9. You don't want to be at the highest setting. I highly doubt that would, okay. Yep. I feel a difference. Yep, I just had to lightly tap it and I was already revving really high. Doesn't require as much work as the eco mode. I'm just lightly tapping the pedal and it's kind of already going already. Feels good, feels good. I like it, I like it. I forgot to mention that this unit is substantially cheaper than the Pedal Commander and the Sprint Booster. I purchased this unit for $180 with free shipping. So that's about $100 less than the Sprint Booster and the Pedal Commander. Okay guys, so this is Ultimate 9. Okay. I just lightly tapped it and it just, you know, sent it. So too much. I think this is too much. I liked Ultimate 5 a lot more. It was better. It was more manageable. I'll say that. It was more manageable.
All right, so everything went well. I'm gonna go ahead and mount this guy here. I don't want it to be, you know, too visible, but I kind of want it to be within, you know, reaching distance that I can actually go in and set the modes and stuff like that. So I figure here would probably be the best place. So I'm gonna use the included wipes just to clean the area. I can get this open. All right, so just gonna use the wipe. Keep in mind there is already 3M adhesive included in the module, so you don't need to, you know, get any, but I'm just gonna wipe this area down just free of any oils and stuff. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the backing here, and I'm gonna stick it right here. Probably a little bit higher, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that goes there. I'm gonna go in and clean up the wiring down here. You don't see it, but there's this cable that comes with it is actually fairly long, so I'm gonna go ahead and just zip tie it and clean it up a little bit.
Okay guys, so that is gonna conclude the video. As you saw, the install was super easy, took less than 10 minutes. The hardest thing about the install is just trying to get that wire out of there. There's kind of a little vacuum seal on there that you got to really tug at it to get it out of there, but don't worry, just give it a rip and then it'll come out. But so far so good. I've only driven it for about 20 minutes, but I really like it so far. Like I said, 180 bucks shipped to my door, way better than paying $300 for it. So I really like it. So I'll give you guys a 1 month update when I've driven around with it some more and kind of let things settle and try to find my perfect setting. So far, Ultimate 5 is really good, but I'm gonna keep experimenting and just keep trying different settings to see what suits my everyday driving needs. All right, guys. So thank you so much for tuning into this video. I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.